Hey guys, and welcome back to Super Hexagon and stuff. This is the second time. See, I'm just bored, so I'm just gonna like talk and record myself playing this game whilst you might watch, might not, I don't really mind. Anyhow, this time we don't have music from the game, we have Spotify music. I'm listening to this thing, it's like the new Discover thing that they have. What's it called? Release Radar or whatever. Where it's just like new things from artists I like. This is Justice, Safe and Sound. I really like Justice. I've listened to their Cross album a lot because that album's absolutely amazing, to be honest. Familiar? Yeah, I like all sorts of music. Like, I like Super Hexagon's music quite a bit. It's just that it gets so repetitive after a while. Because, you know, when you play it for 36 hours, you're gonna just give up and listen to your own music after a while. It just gets really boring after a while. So, I don't bother listening to it all that often. Especially you don't have to listen to the annoying announcer. Like, again, I don't really get annoyed by the announcer. It's just it's not useful to me because I already know. Like, I don't need to know what stage I am at. Because, like, at any time I can just check the top right corner for a sec. Like, you do get chances to check how far you've gotten, and you can feel that you've gotten decently far. So you don't really need to know from an announcer telling you that, yeah, you've gotten this far, good luck, sucker. So, like, I'm probably at, like, 40 something right now. Probably. I'm getting yep, there we go. This is the end of Super Hexagon, by the way. This is the final stage, and it just gets so trippy. Because I'm not used to it not spinning anymore. So I go crazy and don't know what's happening anymore. And then die. Anyways. Here, let's listen to one of my favorite artists. His name, you've probably heard it. It is Frank Javzi, and I own all of his albums. That's super loud. Okay, that's better. So I like Frank Javzi's music. He's a cutie. I like listening to it a lot because it's cool. I don't know how much space this stuff takes. I just know that, like, Tumblr has awful support for video because they really don't like lots of data on their servers, I guess because there's just such a huge flow of stuff coming to Tumblr all the time. Maybe? I don't know. I wonder, has this lagged down my recording, or is it just naturally that bad? That's my Facebook. Who could be messaging me? Okay. She's messaging me about something that I don't care about. Anyways, I'm gonna go back to Spotify. I just wanted to show you Frank Javzi a bit, I guess. I don't know. I just switch between music a lot. It's just something I do. I'm really bad with, like, listening to the same stuff all the time. Like, with the Discover stuff, I'll usually listen to it all the way through because I want to listen to more new music. I don't want to just sit there with the same stuff again because that gets really boring after a while. I don't really have enough playlists there to, like, justify it or something. I don't know. So that's why I do that stuff. This is Kanashkorp, I guess. I've listened to some of his songs. The only one I really like is Absolute Territory and Vuvuzela one. That one's pretty fun. But yeah, again, I'm just playing this and recording because I'm super bored. I'm waiting for a bit. What has happened to my clock? Why can't I? Whatever. I'm just waiting a bit because I'm gonna go watch Suicide Squad today. It's probably gonna be absolutely awful. I've heard that the first part's fun and the second part's shit. That's what I've heard, at least. It might be fake, might be true, I don't know. Ken Oscorp's such a weird furry dude. Don't tell him I said that. I don't want to be made a mockery of as I play this game. I think his voice really only works for a specific kind of song. Like, the way he sings is like very distinct and unique, and I like that, but it only works for certain styles of music, I think. Which is why I don't like all of his songs. Like, you know, I got "We Gun 20% Cooler" and that sort of stuff. Like, it kind of works because it's upbeat. Even though, fun fact, I used to watch My Little Pony when I was 12, I think, or something. When it was like kind of new. I gave up though, because watching My Little Pony is like really boring, really. It's not funny or anything, it's just a children's show. It's the same as I basically just watched it because I was bored and didn't want to just play games. That's what I usually do when I get bored. I'll just watch things and not care. This song's pretty decent though, even though I can barely hear it, kind of. I'm used to things being so weird. I'm used to stuff being kind of loud after a while. But then like I go away from my computer and stuff and everything's really quiet, and then I get back and then it's like, whoa, this shit's too loud, so I set it down again. My favorite sort of music is always going to be electronic stuff though. I just love electronics and stuff. I haven't practiced my electric guitar today, and that's basically just because my fingers are sore. Specifically my index finger is sore as fuck because it's metal cords rather than nylon. And if you have nylon strings, it's a lot less taxing on your fingers. Like, it's still gonna hurt a bit, but it's not gonna be like something you notice a lot afterwards, I don't think. At least from my own experience. But I'm gonna get good with that electric guitar, and then I'm gonna play stuff like I want to learn Knights of Sidonia. That's a cool song. It's really long though, it's like 6 minutes. But 6 minutes of a cool song, it'd be awesome to be able to play it. I just want to make music, and it feels like the easiest would be to learn the electric guitar, because then at least I get some practice and stuff of different things in. Because if I can learn that, then I can play and impress people, and I can even like try make a band and play weird garage, like indie punk or something, and like with like really aggressive songs, but like all the texts are always going to be like, you know, I love you, please don't like ever leave me, we're best buds, we should be best buds forever, but like really aggressive, like I love you, that sort of thing. So yeah, that'd be fun. Or I could do like this kind of weird, super high-pitched, freaky voice all the time, and like sing like this, like I love you, I don't want to see you go, and it'd be like super annoying. But I'm not gonna do that because that'd be fucking stupid of me. I'd be a fool, a buffoon. So yeah, this is basically just me. You know my like shit posts with text where I just post random thoughts. This is basically just me doing that while playing a game and talking as if someone was here listening to me. But I don't think anyone's gonna listen this long. This is like almost 10 minutes now. Everyone's probably gonna close off after like a minute. Hashtag hit that motherfucking like button if you stayed here longer than a minute and got to this point. This is pretty cool. I can't really hear the vocals of it though because I'm playing this and don't want Spotify to just like blind you with sound. You can hear that I'm awful at like thinking. Like when I talk, I don't understand language really. I just know how to speak with people. I'm just awful at like actually vocalizing thoughts properly and getting it out there. Like I have this amazing like idea for what I'm gonna say, but then I try to say it and then it just kind of ends up all spaghettied all over the floor, and I have to like bend down and put the spaghetti back in my pocket. Like I won't usually, like it's not that I spaghetti, but I just sit there like, or stand there or whatever, like completely dumbfounded. It's just I spaghetti like in my, like I just jumble my words a lot, especially when I'm just saying random thoughts. Like this entire video is just me rambling basically, and I don't mind. People should listen to whatever they want to, and if they don't want to listen to me ramble like a madman, then they don't have to. What? You can probably hear that like pretty decently. Oh yeah baby, Pokemon themed trap remix. This is what I go onto Spotify for. That is definitely the use of Spotify for me. Also, I'm sorry about that weird annoying grinding thing, but it's super annoying for me as well, so you're just gonna have to live with it. I'm like this awful person, really, when it comes to like caring about others and their comfortableness with my shitty videos. That's because I don't actually make any money off of any videos. I'm just doing this because I'm bored. I'd love it if, like, YouTubing and streaming seems like such a like relaxing job. Like, sure, you gotta stress because, oh, if I don't push a video out today, then I might lose subscribers and my viewer count will go down and money will go down with it. Like, it's really hard to like make a lot of money if you're not consistent, and taking breaks is almost always a downfall for you. But like, it's just like such a chill job because you just sit there and you play a game and then you record, and then like record for a couple hours, and then obviously, you know, you cut and whatever, like you just cut the content around, mix it, make it look good, and obviously that takes a shit ton of time, but like after that it's chill. Like, you're basically just doing something that's fun for you. That's the thing, that's why I want to be an artist. That's why I want to just draw for money, is because I enjoy drawing and I enjoy money. So if I could combine those two, easy, then my life's good. The problem is actually making enough money. Like Wolfgang, he's really good. He's great at drawing, and he's like, he enjoys money and he makes a lot of fucking money off his drawings, like against what I would make. Like, I respect him a lot. His art's fucking great. You can just capture like emotions into a picture and like make you feel like, I just look at his art and it's like, whoa, I'm getting like nostalgia for a place I've never been. That's like my favorite. That's like my favorite question ever though, is like, do you ever get nostalgia for a place you've never been? But because I think everyone's kind of felt that. Recently I've felt very comfy here in Norway though. Like, I'll just like sit outside and hear the rustling of the leaves in the wind, and I'll be like, that is comfy. Not like because of anything like in particular, it's just very comfortable and like it feels very known, I guess. it's this comforting sensation of that, you know, this is a nice feeling. Was that a Soldier Boy U in the song there? Damn, that's good, dude. I love Soldier Boy. But yeah, so it's just very comfortable in the summer. The winter's fucking stupid though. I hate the winter. It gets so cold. I don't like the winter because it gets wet, and like I like the dry cold. That's kind of cool. But I don't like it being wet, and I don't like it being snowy, because snowy means no rollerblading, and I like rollerblading. It's basically my transportation everywhere. And without my transportation everywhere, how am I meant to get to school? I just wish I got a bus card for free, but I don't live far enough away from my school to get that. So I have to pay. And even then, like, I hate the bus system in this town. Like, obviously it's a lot better than a lot of places because we do have a bus. Like, we have this full bus system that goes around. But it's annoying because it's really inconsistent a lot of the time, especially at like the 4:05 bus home. Sometimes it won't even show up that hour. It's so bad. But yeah, school's been pretty chill as well. I chose electro, which is like a combination of automation, computer electronics, and regular electrician work in the first year, and then you specify the second year. I went computer electronics because I'm a fucking computer nerd, and it's the only one that'd be fun out of the three. Automation I didn't understand for shit, and electric energy is just bleh, fucking horrible physical work. You have to be really good you have to be practically really good, and I'm not practically really good, and I don't want to get good practically. It might be nice to like be able to do stuff, but I just don't like practical work like that. That's kind of why I didn't like certain parts of computer electronics, especially in the end where we had to do lots of practical work, because like other than like computer networks, which are super simple and easy to set up, like everything else required it to look nice, and it had to be, you know, maintained properly, and it was just awful. I just didn't like it. So this third year I'm going is going to be like a year where you can set up and like go further with school, obviously with the limitations and stuff, but it's basically the only option I like. It's really just a buffer for me. A buffer for like, so that I can wait it out a bit and see if I can get any money off of my drawings, because that's what I want from my life, is just to be able to draw. I know it's gonna be stressful, and I'm probably gonna end up like Uncle Mark with like super grey hair and stuff. Like my dad doesn't even have grey hair, and he's stressed quite a bit. But Mark, like, he stresses a lot about, because he's a full-time playwright, so he struggles with like keeping rent and stuff, which is like, it's why I know it's gonna be tough to do this creative career, but it's what I want to achieve in life, because I want to first of all make enough money so that I can support myself. Like, that's part of why I don't want kids, is that they're very expensive. They're expensive with your time, they're expensive with your energy, and they're expensive with your money. And I don't feel like the investment is worth it. With the investment being you get to see someone grow up and become independent, and it's cool to see that, but like it's an experience. Like, I already have my little brother, and my little brother is annoying to be around, to be honest. He requires a lot of attention and time and effort, and it's just something I don't feel like I'm ever going to be mature enough to be able to take care of a child like that, because it is a lot of work, and it is something that you can, you can look at your child and be, I'm proud of that, this is my child, this is someone I'm proud of. but I don't feel like that's really worth it, if you get it. Like, I don't see the point. Like, all I want to do is make enough money off drawings that I can support myself, and then if I ever give it a boyfriend, eventually husband, hopefully, so that I don't live and die alone, it'd be nice to have that person who might maybe has a more steady job, obviously with another artist as a husband or whatever. That'd be cool. You know, we could do like couple pictures and stuff. Would be cute, but like, I think it'd be most fun to have just someone there who cares for me, but also has a bit more of a secure job than me. Like, they respect my art and they respect that I'm making money off of it or whatever. But they're also like working something that they hopefully enjoy, but also make more money off of. Like, if I could, which is like hopefully the big dream, is be able to support myself and someone else with my art. But that's just part of my dream, because another huge part is being able to inspire others. Like, I want to be an inspiration to people. I want to be someone who someone looks at and is like, whoa, that dude's art is super cool. I want to, get to that level or whatever. I want to get to that level and surpass them. That's what I always think when I see a cool artist. I'm like, obviously my art style is very, like, it's cartoony, basically. I wanted to go for realism when I first started, but I was like, the more I tried, the more I was like, fuck it, let's just try and see what happens. And now I have my art where it is right now, and I am fairly happy with it. I wish I could do more, like, details and stuff. Like, Homer's art is more detailed than mine, I feel, like, at least character wise, and I kind of want to be there as well and surpass that. I just see, the thing is, I look at someone's art and I'm like, cool, that's really fucking cool, let's get to that point and also surpass it, you know? Let's check the Steam message. But yeah, so like, that's the kind of stuff I want to do. I want to get to like the level that I'm comfortable with us, and then also surpass that level, you know? I don't want to be stuck at where I am right now. Let's see, it was... Yep. Okay, I was just checking when Suicide Squad was, just in case I was like derping out as usual, because I'm a dumbass. I'm very much like this kind of person who wants to work with it for the art. I don't expect lots of money. Like, if I could make modern, contemporary kind of pictures, and like sell it in art galleries and stuff and make a bit of cash from there, that'd also be cool. Like, as much as I don't understand like modern art and like abstractism, I find it intriguing. Not in the fact that I really like looking at it and find that it's visually appealing, but I find it intriguing in the sense that, it is something that people can read into. But I feel like the good abstract pictures are the ones which aren't just two colors, which have more to them, where you can interpret something. Like, I like it when there are some figures there that you can grasp onto, which are kind of human, or like worldly, I guess, or whatever the fuck you want to say. I enjoy that kind of feeling of art being readable in an easier way than having to stretch for things. Like Mark Rothko, or whatever his name is, where he just has two colors, and it's like you can't really see anything in it. It's just colors. It's like something you'd see in some boring corporate office as like a piece of wall decoration. I want something more than that. But yeah, I feel like I'm getting somewhere with my art where I can do stuff which is cool, and I can also do stuff which people will be kind of impressed by. I hope so, at least. I hope someone out there looks at my art and is like, whoa, that's cool actually. I love these colors. I love this perspective. I love this pose. I love this character design, you know? Like, I really like my character Maxwell because he's a cat. He's gay with Colby, just like all my fucking characters are gay with someone, pretty much. And he's kind of like a coffee cat, you know? He's got like this kind of coffee and cream look to him, and I just love his design a lot. And fun fact, Homer found my blog and was intrigued by Colby's design, so I can help. I guess it's pretty cool that one design at least is so good that it made someone my best friend. Like I think designs is fun. I'm just bad. I want to get better at like designing characters which are more intriguing and fun and interesting to look at. I obviously have my own biases when it comes to color selection. I like more realistic, natural colors rather than very typical furry kind of weird neon shit. I don't like that as much. I like more kind of washed out colors, more realistic, more darker colors, more earthy stuff. So like with my characters I use a lot of browns and such, and I do get kind of annoyed with myself using that much brown, because I feel like I just use it too much. But I mean, it works. It makes some of my characters very nice and pleasing to look at, so I don't mind too much. This song is oddly fitting. Oh yeah, with music I also like kind of experimental stuff. Like I like experimenting with things, and I like listening to people's kind of like attempts at breaking some of the molds set in music and art. I just don't like how some of them do it by making things that aren't really that interesting to listen to, or rather are interesting but don't hold any nice kind of comforting values to it, because I just find that incredibly boring. You know, you're sitting there and you're looking at this awful piece of shit, and you're like, is this meant to invoke a feeling? Is this meant to be interesting, intriguing, fun, something like that? Is this meant to be useful to me? So I don't know, that's just kind of how I think, is that I just find that I like things that are experimental, but I don't like things that are too vague with the experimentalism. Like it stops feeling like it's something that's created with a sort of passion, and feels more like it's created as kind of just, I'm playing around and this awful tune shows up and I'm just gonna repeat the tune or whatever. Again, I'm rambling and don't even know what I'm saying at this point. I've been talking for 30 minutes now, which is pretty weird because no one's gonna watch these 30 minutes. No one's gonna sit here and watch me playing Super Hexagon for 30 minutes in a row, listening to me ramble on, unless they really, really love my monotone, boring voice. Or just want to see me manage to win this level again. That's always fun. I don't know, I just like talking a lot. That's why I'm doing this, really. It's just, no one's gonna watch. No one's gonna be interested in watching. but it's fun to just sit here and be bored, you know, just talk, not care about what any if anyone's even gonna watch this much. Just chill, relax, get in the zone, and just talk about myself and my opinions, which don't matter at all, by the way. Don't listen to my opinions as fact, because they are in fact opinions. But yeah, back to my art. I want to get to the level where my perspective and poses are really good and my character design is interesting and fun to look at, as well as I want my lighting and shading techniques to be interesting and visually feel creative. Like, I've been playing around with different colors as shading and lighting, instead of the standard just make one white, one black, which is a very boring, very unrealistic way, because if you look at the world, it's very yellow and it's very blue. And by utilizing proper color values, you can create a much more vibrant and interesting world for your characters to live in. So for instance, if you want natural light, it's very light yellow, that's the sun. And then you have a dark blue, that's the shadows. Shadows are never black. They're never black shadows unless there is no light that fits into that area. Then it's complete darkness, then it's black. But it's never completely black or completely white. Never. So yeah, that's just my thoughts. It looks like my friend wants to go to the cinema now, which is like an hour, 15 minutes early. I can ask Dad if he wants to drive me now, I guess. But yeah, that's just me rambling, so see you next time, my friends.